Just Be Charlie. It's the hashtag being tweeted millions of times all over Twitter to refer to the killing of 12 people in France that happened a little less than 2 weeks ago. The two masked men who committed this crime were part of the terrorist group called Al-Qaeda. This social issue piqued my interest because it's something that's been going on for a very long time now. The earliest incident I can recall is back in 2001, which took down the two Twin Towers, as everyone knows as the 9/11 attack. With this attack, all it does is add more fuel to the flames and reinforces everyone's stereotypes they have about Islamics, that they're all terrorists. Now let's back up a little bit. The 12 people that got killed over in France worked at Charlie Hebdo, which was a satirical weekly magazine. They had made fun of Islamic's god Muhammad. This is what triggered the two terrorists to commit their attack. While a lot of people are tweeting this hashtag to show their grief and sympathy for the unfortunate 12 in France, there also happens to be a lot of people tweeting this hashtag to show a different perspective and share their 2 cents on this whole incident. Here are some tweets I found on Twitter that will help you understand what I mean. That first group of tweets you just saw was of people tweeting to show their grief and send their best wishes to those in France. One person even tweets saying that those two terrorists are weak because they can't even take a joke. I found 2 people who tweeted saying that those 2 terrorists wanted to bring France to their knees, to scare them, to warn them to never make fun of their religion again. However, those 2 people also tweeted saying that this whole terrorist attack brought them together as a nation and made them stronger, to show the world that they won't stand for these type of terrorist attacks. In this next group of tweets, these people are giving a much different perspective on this topic. One person claims we all have Islamophobia and we are using this attack to spread it across the world. One person also tweets about how we are giving this attack so much attention while we gave those in Gaza almost none in comparison. The LA Times article claims that the hashtag JustBeCharlie doesn't actually help to solve the problem, but it in fact makes it worse. They believe it hardens the us and them opposition between us and makes it seem like we really are at war. Articles from The Star and The Washington Post tell us how the remaining workers from Charlie Hebdo are now doing and how they plan to move forward after everything that's happened. Here are the links to the 3 articles if you'd like to read them for yourself. I believe the articles provide a much more insightful look into what is actually going on here and how can we actually fix the problem, as opposed to the tweets where people are basically just arguing and not actually helping to solve the problem and sending their best wishes to those in France, which unfortunately doesn't help to solve the problem either. However, this is to be expected because as a professional news article, they're expected to be non-biased and take a step back to serve as the third party without picking a side, while the average person just tweeting and who's caught in the moment doesn't have to act professionally. They can simply state their opinion, no matter how biased or not. I believe, as a satirical weekly magazine, along with the freedom of speech, Charlie Hebdo had every right, and still has every right, to make jokes about whatever they want. And that the way those 2 Islamic men reacted was way too exaggerated and uncalled for. With all that said, what those 2 men did was in fact an act of terrorism. And we as a people need to find a way to stop these kinds of things from happening ever again. Hashtag JustBeCharlie.
you.